welcome to the art classroom. What do you guys think of the art room? Do you guys like it in here?
Yes!
I'm so glad that you guys like this room. You guys are gonna get to be in this room for a little bit every week.
My favorite subject is art. I like the art teacher.
Sometimes you get to come twice a week and you get to take your turn being in the art rooms.
Taking turns.
And I'm gonna be here whenever you guys come in here. I am your art teacher.
I can't wait for art class, Elsia. Yeah, me neither. Oh, my class is there. Better go. There. Hello, class. I am your art teacher.
So when we come into the art classroom, we learn about art. So we're gonna get to learn about colors, about different art supplies and how to use them, about different artists, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun. And we're gonna learn how to be safe with our art supplies and how to be organized and respectful with our art supplies. Are you guys so excited?
Yes!
I am really excited too. We need to make sure we follow the rules. That's going to keep us safe and having fun and learning. Okay, those are our 3 goals in our class: safe, fun, and learning. But we have to follow all of these art class rules.
I can follow the rules, I can follow the rules, and we'll have a good day when we follow the rules.
It says go straight to your seat.
Everybody sit down in your chair.
You can get a hug during work time.
We can give a hug, give a hug.
So I know sometimes it's really tempting when you come to class, you just want to give me a hug right away.
We have to be patient. Sometimes we have to wait.
But if we all get a hug right away, then it will take us forever to get started with art class. So all of the rules we're going over right now are all about when we come into the art class. That's the first part of art class, is walking into the class and sit. This says walking feet facing forward. So we always want to use our walking feet.
You shouldn't run in the classroom. You should use your walking feet.
And it also says that we need to have our hands folded when we come to class. So your hands will be folded like this or behind you like a bunny tail. You can pretend like your hands are a bunny tail and you're a bunny, or you can have your hands folded in front of you, but your hands need to be folded when you come to art class. And when you sit down, you'll just have your hands folded in your lap and you're just gonna wait for me to start class.
Here we go. Hands together.
This tells us that we need to have a bubble in our mouth when we walk into the classroom and sit down. So
Catch the bubbles.
let's all practice having a bubble in our mouth. Ready? Catch a bubble. Oh, those are some good bubbles. Awesome. So when you walk into the classroom, into art class, you have to have a bubble. You're going to have a bubble at your seat too until I start art class. Okay, look, that's all of the entering rules, all of the coming to class rules. So you guys can give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. You learned 4 rules. The next part of art class is watching and listening. This is the number 2 right here. So it goes 1, 2. Watching and listening.
Look at the person that's talking. Use your ears. Get ready to hear what they say.
So this just says when you're watching the screen and listening to the screen, you want to have a happy face or a calm face or a focused face. So let's practice making the faces together. Everyone show me a happy face, show me a calm face, and show me a focused face. Very good. So
Keep those smiles round. All you need is positivity, positivity.
are we supposed to come into the classroom and go, no, that's not really what we want. But you know what? If you're having a hard time turning your frown upside down, you won't get in trouble. You'll just raise your hand and you'll let me know that you're having a hard time turning your frown upside down, and I'll help you cheer up.
She helps me to feel better and helps me dry my eyes.
I might give you a hug. I might let you go to the peace corner. We'll figure it out and we'll work together to get us in our good facial expressions, okay? You won't be in trouble. We'll just work together to get where we need to be.
Working together, we will get the job done.
Okay, now let's go to the next rectangle. And this says only start using the supplies if I have told you to use them.
Can you wait when it's
job, good job.
Here's the next rule for when we're watching and listening. Eyes should be on the screen or on the board.
Look at the person that's talking.
And your hands should be folded like this.
Hands are still.
All right, and we have one more rule for watching and listening time. When we are watching and listening, our voices are off. That's called a voice level 0.
A level 0 voice means zip your lips. A level 1 voice is a quiet whisper. A level 2 voice is a normal voice. A level 3 is an outside choice.
Your teacher might have already told you about voice level 0 time. Why do you think we should have a voice level 0 when it's time to listen and watch? Yeah, so that you can hear. Yeah, and so that you can learn.
Talking while I'm teaching not only distracts those around you, but also keeps you from learning.
And so our friends can hear and learn what we're going to do today and learn how to do it. Okay, good job. You guys have learned about entering and watching and listening. Does anyone know what this number is?
3.
That's a 3. Yeah, so the third thing we do in art is we work.
Let's go and make some art. Some really nice art. Let's go make some art.
This is what we do for the most part in this class. We only enter for a little bit and watch and listen for a little bit. Most of the time we're working. What do you think we're going to work on in art class? Yeah, we're going to work on art. We're going to make artwork. So that could be drawing. Sometimes we'll draw. Sometimes we'll paint. Sometimes we'll use clay. Sometimes we'll use scissors and glue and paper and put it all together. So we're going to make all sorts of different types of art in here. And this rule just says you just want to say nice things at the table. That's what this square is telling us, to say nice things while you're working.
Such a colorful painting, Chi-Chi. Love the paw prints. Lovely work, Chloe. It really reflects your personality. Wow, it's amazing. It almost feels real, like you can walk around there in your imagination. You really have an eye for details, Rosie.
We don't want to say mean things while we're working, do we?
No.
We want to use our kind words while you work. Okay? There are so many rules in art class, you guys, aren't there?
I can follow the rules, I can follow the rules, and we'll have a good day when we follow the rules.
But I know that you guys are going to do a great job and remember all of them. I have so much faith in you. You guys are so smart. So the next rule is when it's work time, you need to be working.
Erin didn't stop. She kept working hard and didn't stop.
So when I tell you to start working on your art project, what should you do?
Start working on our art projects.
Yeah, you should start working on your art project. It's not time to run around the classroom, is it?
No!
When it's time to do art. No. Yeah, you don't just get to do whatever you want. You don't get to just do cartwheels. Nope. You gotta do what the teacher says, huh?
In school, we not only follow rules, we also follow directions.
That's really important in school. So when it's art time, you need to be working on your art. Good job. They're pretty easy rules, aren't they? Very easy. And they're gonna keep us super safe and having lots of fun, and they're gonna keep us learning. How many crayons have I had in my hand at once?
1.
Only 1, yeah. Yeah, in art class, we only get to use 1 item at a time. That way we can all share.
You were right. Sharing is way more fun.
It is. We should share all the time.
You only get to have the art supply out that you're actually using.
I love to clean as I go, so I'm home. A pile of toys will slowly start to grow.
It also keeps our tables really clean. We like to be really clean. Okay, so our next rule, this says your bottom should be in your seat. Are we gonna stand in our chairs?
No!
No. What could happen if we stood in our chairs? Yeah, we could fall and we'd get hurt. And remember, our goals are to be safe and having fun and learning. Okay, those are our 3 goals in our class. Yeah. So we need to keep our bottom in our seats, okay? And this rectangle also says we're going to keep our hands to ourselves. Are we going to touch our friends?
No!
No, that's not very respectful. We have to keep our hands to ourselves.
It's best to keep your hands to yourself.
We need to stay in our area. We don't want to go out of our area and touch a friend. Okay. That's going to keep everybody happy and safe. All right. And then the next rule, and this says voice level 2. So that means when you're working, you can talk quietly to the children at your table. But we're not going to yell. It's not a recessed voice. It's just a really quiet voice. It's a really quiet voice. Only the kids at your table should really be able to hear you. If I'm on the other side of the room as you and I can hear you talking, that means you're being too loud. We don't want that.
Shh. Let's start with our quiet voice. Inside voice, quiet. Inside voice.
We want the art room to be really relaxing. Does anybody know what relaxing means? Yeah, it means like calm.
Your place to feel all calm and relaxed. I feel all cozy and safe. Just feel calm and positive.
So we are allowed to talk quietly. We want everybody to feel relaxed and happy.
I'm feeling peaceful and green, the way I like to be.
Does anyone know what this number is?
4.
It's a 4. Can you guys say 4?
4.
4. Yeah, this is the number 4. So this is the next thing we do in class. So like I said, most of the time we're right here, we're working. But the next thing we do in our class is we are cleaning. Yeah, we clean up.
It's time to clean up. It's time to clean up.
After we use something, we clean up, don't we?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, good job. I can already tell you guys are going to be really good in this class. I am so excited to teach you and do all the lessons with you. We're going to have such a good time. So this rule says to use your manners. Does anybody know of any good manners? Yeah, please, thank you, excuse me. Very good.
Say please. Say thank you. Say excuse me.
So if Miss McFarland tells us to put the crayons away, are we gonna run and get the crayons and shove them into another student because they're in the way?
No!
No. How can we use our manners if someone is in our way? Yeah, we can say, excuse me. What if Miss McFarland tells us to put all the pencils at the table away, but one of our friends is not putting their pencil in the can? We gotta say, can you please put your pencil away? You say please, and you say thank you.
You need to clean that up.
Uh-oh, let's try that another way.
Maybe you should clean that up so that way you don't get in trouble.
Instead of saying you need to or do this, try saying maybe you should or you might want to.
Use your manners. Good job. So this is the next rule. It says start cleaning right when instructed to. So Miss McFarland says it's time to clean up. Are we going to keep coloring until we feel like cleaning up? No, we got to clean up right away. That means it's time to go.
I can follow the directions, follow the directions, follow the directions, and I follow the rules.
Because other kids get to have a turn to come to art class too.
Everybody gets a turn.
So we don't get to stay in the art class all day long. I know sometimes we really just want to stay in here all day long and we don't want to clean up because that means we have to leave. But we have to because there's a lot of kids in the school and everybody has a turn.
Everybody gets a turn.
And it just means that your turn is over and we got to clean up and you got to go. Your teacher will come pick you up. So you gotta clean up when I tell you to clean up.
It's time to clean up. It's time to clean up.
So remember, all these rules are about cleaning. So we are gonna keep our hands off other students.
It's best to keep your hands to yourself.
And we want to be very gentle with the supplies.
I can help take care of things I use with others and things that someone else used. It can be fast and fun when we all help. Some things need special care. I can wash my hands and use things gently. That way they won't get dirty or broken.
We don't want to throw any supplies, right? Because they might break. We want to be gentle and good with our supplies so that they last a really long time and that other kids can use them too. Because we want to be good sharers.
You were right. Sharing is way more fun.
It is. We should share all the time.
This says your voice level is a 1.
A level 1 voice is a quiet whisper.
That's a whisper. And it says if a student asks you, you can help them. So if a student asks you,
Hey, I don't remember where the pencils go. Will you help me?
you can say
Yes.
and you can show them. So you won't get in trouble for helping your friends. During cleanup time, you can talk a little bit to help each other and work together and be a good friend. Okay, so what comes after cleaning is number 5.
5.
Can everybody point to the number 5? It's this one right here. Yeah, that's the 5. Can you show me 5 with your hand? Yeah. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of you guys are this many years old, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, so what we do after we're done cleaning is we walk to the waiting room. So
Daniel, let's go over to the waiting room.
and color our first rectangle. And this rectangle just tells us if somebody is in your waiting room seat, you don't want to yell at them, you just want to tell the teacher.
You both worked through a problem with kindness and understanding.
And she'll come and help that student, because if someone's in your seat, that means they need help finding their seat. So Miss McFarland will come and help them. We don't want to yell at our friends. We just tell the teacher. And this rectangle tells us walking feet and keep hands off other students. This is how we work and play safe.
You shouldn't run in the classroom. You should use your walking feet.
It's best to keep your hands to yourself.
This last rectangle tells us how to show respect.
Being respectful basically just means that you treat other people well. You consider other people's feelings before you say or do something.
So we're going to show respect by being at a voice level 0. When we walk to the waiting room, we don't get to talk. And I'll tell you why. It's because Miss McFarland is going to have to help students out. So it's my turn to talk. Miss McFarland does not like to yell. So whenever it's my turn to talk, we need to have our voices off.
A level 0 voice means zip your lips.
Miss McFarland's throat is very sensitive, and if she yells, she gets a sore throat.
Yes, that is a great example. Sometimes
It happens on Harry Potter. Harry Potter is a
stop. Everyone needs to stop interrupting each other. No one can hear what anybody else is trying to say, and everyone is just getting frustrated.
So whenever it's Miss McFarland's turn to talk, we don't need to be talking. We have to close our lips all the way. And when you guys walk to the waiting room, I'm going to have to remind a lot of you guys to go back to your seat and clean up. So I'm going to have to talk, and I'm going to have to say, oh, little Johnny, you didn't put your pencil away. Oh, little Sally, you didn't put your crayons away. And I'm also going to have to help students find their seat, which means I'm going to have to use my voice. So if I'm using my voice, then you guys can't be using yours, okay? So this is the part of the day we actually have to be really, really quiet. Now, the next part of class is waiting.
All right, but you have to wait. You have to wait in a calm way.
And you're over there waiting for your teacher to come get you. This is how we work and play safe in the waiting room. And our feet will be still. We're not going to be kicking with our feet. We're not going to be stomping with our feet.
Keep them on the floor, quiet and still.
That's how we're going to work and play safe in the waiting room. And this is how we're going to show respect in the waiting room.
Respect.
Your voices will be off. The waiting room is a very, very quiet place. Okay, good job, you guys.
Good job. Good job.
There's only one last thing to do in art class. The last thing we do in art class is we exit. Does anyone know what exit means? exit means we're going to leave now. So if your teacher is in the room, then you'll follow your teacher out and she'll take you or he'll take you back to your classroom.
I wait for my teacher to open the door. Then I can leave the classroom. I make sure I use my walking feet.
Okay, now if your teacher is not there yet, we're going to line up in the hallway next to the railing, and I'll show you where that is. So you'll all will walk out and wait in the hallway if your teacher's not already there when it's time to exit.
Before I leave my classroom, I line up at the door. When I walk in the hallway, I keep my mouth closed and my hands to myself. I walk in a line with my classmates.
Now, this is how we practice positivity while we exit.
Keep those smiles round. All you need is positivity, positivity.
We're going to use our manners. So if a student in front of you didn't start walking when it was exiting time, you can just say,
"Excuse me, it's time to go."
You don't want to yell at that student and say, "You need to get up, we're leaving right now." Like, you don't want to be mean, right? You have to use your manners.
Say please. Say thank you. Say excuse me.
So my timer will go off when it's time to exit. And if the person in front of you is not exiting, just say,
"Excuse me."
And we're going to be patient and very kind. And this also says that if you want to give me a hug when you leave, you can. I'm going to stand right next to the door every time you guys exit. And if you guys want a goodbye high five or a goodbye hug, you can. So you don't have to, though. And you can say goodbye to me if you want. I'll be standing at the door as you guys exit. Okay. Good. You guys only have, let's count how many we have left. 1, 2, 3. This is how we act responsibly when we exit. You follow the person in front of you as you walk out. So you're not going to cut anybody, right? Yeah, we just stay behind the person in front of us. We make a nice line. All right. And this is how we work and play safe while we exit. We use our walking feet facing forward. And then our very last box we need to fill in. And this says we need to have our bubble. So this is how we show respect when we're exiting. So you need to catch a bubble again, just like we had when we were coming in. And you also need to have your hands folded. They can be folded in front of you or behind you, just like when you came into the art room. So you exit just like you entered. That is all the art class rules. So if we follow all these rules, we're going to stay safe, we're going to have fun, and we're going to learn. Remember, those are our 3 goals in our class: is be safe, have fun, and to learn about art. So you guys did a great job. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.